Well, today is Tuesday, December 23rd. And I'm on Christmas holidays. Every time, I swear. Hopefully it's something good. But yes, for the uninformed, December 23rd is my birthday. So it's...
Hey, just wanted to communicate some things for you here. You have lights on request up to Brantford for now. 580, just leaving Brantford in the next 5 minutes, and then I'll give you lights on request up to Paris Junction. You can tire down at Market Street. There's a cab that's been ordered for you, and there's a rescue chasing this thing down. So just call us back with securement. Let us know if the cab's not there, and we can look into it for you. That is where Market Street is, correct? Up to Paris Junction there. Okay, you got all that? Alright, call us back with securement. Thanks, third TCM.
I better keep an ear out. Sounds like somebody's coming. But yes, today is my 27th birthday. I figured I'd get out and get somewhat of an early start. I was up around, 5:30 this morning. What time is it? It's 20 after 8 now. I just shoveled the driveway and all that. A bunch of wet snow last night. But in the good news, I should have the parts coming for this today to put the screen and keyboard on it. I already have the housing for the screen and keyboard. I think I mentioned that already. I wasn't able to get a green one, so I had to settle with a black one. But that's supposed to be coming today. It's supposed to be. Now when today, I don't know. But that's what the DHL tracking says is supposed to show up today. Which I thought, fantastic. That would be a terrific birthday gift. So if it does end up showing up today, I'll probably throw into this video as well, taking it apart and putting the new parts onto it and putting it back together. Which I have only taken this apart once, and that was to put the green housing onto it. Because if you remember from when I first had it, it was black. 143 is kicking us. If you remember, it was black and it had orange sides.
Yeah, 115, good morning, right back to you, 115.
It's old 143 in Jamaica. Haven't heard him in a while.
Thank you, 115, for stopping by me. 73 to you and your family, my brother.
He's always got good audio. Wonder if he'll hear me with
0500-143 Eagle passing through.
Or if he'll hear me with no extra power. Gotta keep an eye out for this train though.
Yeah, 500, thank you for stopping by me. 73 to you and your family, my brother.
How about that 143 Jamaica, 436 Ontario Tryon?
Okay, my brother. I hope and wish for
Keyed
you
on each other.
for the season coming.
How about it 143 Jamaica, 436 Ontario Tryon?
Hello, 143 saying good morning, good morning.
143 436 Ontario Tryon. I guess not on that 143 143 436 Ontario. No.
Yeah, good morning from 140 on Jamaica.
Yeah, 143 436 Ontario. Forget it. Funny thing about 143 is that right now it's kind of understandable that he can't hear me in the car because I'm not running that much power right now. But even on the base, when I'm on the base station, I try to get a hold of him and I don't know, he doesn't hear me. So it's either my setup or his antenna's just not picking me up or something. But I don't know, I've always found that funny. There's certain guys out there that, you know, you can get a hold of other guys very easily. And then there's some people you just can't, and he's one of them. I think I've got a hold of him once or twice, and that was it. Bit of an apparel change. I didn't want to sit here with the car running the whole time, so I figured I'd throw on a bit more clothes. And if I keep the window up, everything will fog up, and it kind of gives other people the wrong idea if they decide to come down here, so I want to try to avoid that. Actually, one thing I was going to do is gotta get the zipper in my vest. There we go. And we did it again, but I bought this one specifically to, you know, the rules. Don't look at the jackpot until we know. Specifically because I knew today was going to be my birthday. So, that would be a pretty cool birthday gift. I think the, jackpot's 80 million tonight. Look at that. See, December 23rd is for this, or when the draw is. Oh, gotta turn the ringer on too, just in case. Sometimes I forget to do that. Results unavailable. It is Tuesday. I don't know, maybe sometime later today. So I guess we'll have to wait. But last Saturday night, me and my dad went to a concert. We went and seen the Headstones. If you don't know who the Headstones are, they're a Canadian kind of hard rock punk band from Kingston, Ontario. And they're one of my personal favorites. I've been a big Headstones fan for a very long time. It's kind of what I grew up on. I went and seen them. Got a shirt. I'm wearing the shirt right now, actually, and I was going to show it off, but I kind of put everything on, so it's too late for that. And I got myself a vinyl. The shirt was $50, the vinyl was $40. And those are kind of good prices for being at a show. But you ever talk to somebody that you know who's got, like, you know that they're not hurting for money, they got money, and they also feel the need to remind you of that constantly. And then you go and tell them about how you've went and done this. Like, for example, how I went to this concert, and first thing they, well, how much did it cost? $85. Ooh, oh, geez, ooh. Yeah, well, you know, that's not bad for a concert. And then you say, well, I got a shirt and a vinyl, and they're like, well, how much did those cost? And most people would say, oh, you know, none of your business or whatever. For both of those questions, but I don't really care. I'll tell somebody what I get paid an hour. I don't care. What was it? I told them how much the shirt and vinyl cost, and it was like, ooh, oh man, ooh, that's a lot of money. It's funny to me though, because that particular person's got, you know, enough money where they don't have to worry, and they're sitting there talking about how the ticket itself and the two things that I bought is too much money. And you know what I said? I just said, you know, money comes and goes. And you got to get out there and have fun sometimes. Like, or do the things you want. Or get the things you want, you know. You could always make more money later. It's like, that's why I got this thing. Yes, it was expensive, but you know, can always make more later. I guess I should have mentioned it beforehand too, but I kind of went off a little bit there. Yeah, the lead singer of the Headstones, Hugh Dillon, he's also an actor in a few shows and whatnot, like Mayor of Kingstown and Flashpoint and all those. He ended up coming down into the crowd too, and when we were there, he was like 3 feet away from me. I got some video footage of all that. It was pretty cool. Normally at concerts, I try to stay off my phone because I want to enjoy the experience and not be one of those people staring through it the whole fucking time, recording a fucking 15-minute long video that they're going to post on Facebook and nobody's going to watch it. But yeah, it was a good time. The venue was kind of a shithole, but you know, you want to see a band in a good venue, it's probably going to be a shithole. But even though it doesn't make sense, it does, trust me. It's not like arena or big venue where there's, you know, hundreds of thousands of people. This place was packed. There was a lot of people there, but you get up close and personal to the stage and see the band up close, and you know, you kind of stuck to the floor though. There's beer spilt everywhere. The bathrooms were disgusting. But those are the things that you kind of don't have to worry about them in the moment. But I had a good time. It was great. One of the other bands that, you know, I've wanted to see for a while and got it checked off the list.
Again there, but all I got was stalled hardy, and that was it. Guess we'll probably wind up getting 580 to help you or something, I don't know. But have you spoken with the diesel doc at all since this occurred there? Likely not, I assume. Just trying to keep me in the loop, I would expect. I can, when the time comes. How's that sound? I don't want to arbitrarily just give you light block 580 from crossing over when the time comes, if you're going to be a little bit... I just sat down myself, and my early evaluation would be that 580 would need a light into Brentford, get rid of their train, and then come out and shove you. So if you have a rollback protection light behind your train, that'll just impede that. So if you need a light right now, I'm happy to give it to you. If it's not required here until you're done dealing with the mechanical service rep, then hold off. Not particularly, no. Leaving the train stranded on the hill doesn't do anybody any good. I'll talk to the chief, you talk to the diesel doc, and then we'll worry about where the taxi's going. Yeah, right on, yeah. They're 45 minutes on duty here now, so let's... One thing at a time here. I know you got your taxi on your forefront there, but the train is on mine, so let's try and get it moving here. Anyone on here for the RTC?
I don't know. Something's going on. I've had 3 via trains so far. I've only caught the one on camera. Because it just kind of... Well, all 3 of them came up out of nowhere, but that one, I heard it coming as I was getting footage of the radio there. Find that some of those guys, they talk so quiet and you can barely understand or hear them. Like, he wasn't so bad, but some of them, man, it's just like they're whispering. And, I don't know how... You know, the person that he's talking to can even hear him or make out what he's saying half the time. Not necessarily him, but some of them. There's a lot of them out there that are like that. Oh, here we go again. I hate it when that happens too. The tones will drop and then you don't hear anything. It's kind of annoying when you're trying to film a video about it. And you're sitting here with the camera going for no reason. Well, I'm glad I didn't take the walk down the trail. because it's starting to rain out, like actually now. A lot heavier than just spitting. There's also another cool place that I found last Saturday when I was out. I didn't make a video or anything. I uploaded one. It was a train compilation or whatever. But I didn't film one that day. But I went for a bit of a drive around this area and I found an overpass a bit that way. That's not ridiculously busy like every other overpass I've found. So it might be worth it one day to go there and try to catch some footage on top of that overpass. Can't do it today because there's snowplows out and about and it's raining. But you don't want to be standing on the side of that overpass, you know, snowplows going by and having the car parked off to the side. It's just not a good idea. It's kind of stupid, actually.
Okay, we'll count on our end here to get him to reach out to you here on this channel. I guess while I have you here, can I restore the signal at Hardy? Stop from the operating employee 6249N. And that's the relief crew there heading for 10 meters.
I don't understand why he talks so quiet. It's almost like he's whispering into your ear.
Hillcrest Avenue, across from West Street, first opening area, back out, to 930.
Well, I don't know if I should go and show you guys that place. That overpass I was talking about. It doesn't look like anything happened or anything is happening here. So I don't think it would hurt to go over. But this is where I kind of start to get a little antsy. Would you look at that? I'm slipping the fire dispatch footage in the middle of all that too. I didn't get all of it, but they originally got called out for smoke in the area. Now it's so foggy today that it makes me wonder if the people who called may have mistaken the fog for smoke. You never know. All I know is that I should start talking about leaving more often. Just like as soon as I said that, I could hear it, and then I look up and I could see the headlights just through the trees. That was nice. That's one thing I like about this spot. I don't know if I've probably mentioned it before, is that the trains, they just fly by here because there's no speed restrictions here like there is at Paris Junction. They got to go kind of slow through there, but here I would guess that they're probably at 60 miles an hour, maybe more, because they're flying but through here like pretty fast. Kind of makes me want to stick around and see what else we can catch.
Norfolk Pump 1 responding Par 4.
Center Pump 1, you're responding Par 4. Caller lives on Hillcrest Avenue, reports there's smoke in the neighborhood, unsure where it's coming from. Also stated he can smell electrical burning odor.
Well, that's not fog.
Copy that, we'll check it out.
And there's Mr. Quiet over here. Back and forth between scanners. Who do I listen to? I can at least hear dispatch, but I can't hear RTC. Hopefully the 7000 will be joining the scanner club soon. I think we're just gonna set you there for now and see what happens.
It's nice to know this A-Element maker is doing a good job, and this small amplifier is helping out a little bit there. 742, you sound bodacious. Have a great Christmas from 777 in England, Alan.
Might be tripping. You can hear the highway in the distance too. Sometimes that tricks me.
Radio 999, World Radio 742, Pennsylvania. We're trying.
When I shut the car off, you can hear a lot more people. Because it's not as staticky. How about that Mexico City 436 Ontario?
I did hear that. CQ, Mexico City calling, 10 Division, Mexico City 113,
CQ Mexico City 436 Ontario.
It's from across the bar.
How about it, 915 West, loaded on. How about it, my friend? How you doing? Good morning.
I should have the amp hooked up. Normally I'm kind of on the fence about amps, but on channel 38, everybody else is running amps, so it's probably a good idea for you to have one as well, if you want to be heard.
Dispatch, go ahead. Dispatch, Norfolk 1, Hillcrest Ave area. At this time, we will take command, investigating, switching to TAC 1 if that's available.
Fuck's sakes, every time they switch to TAC 1, I can't hear them.
Roger 102, you're on scene, in command investigating, and Roger, switch to TAC 1.
Fucking pricks. I have TAC.
Dispatch, Norfolk Pump 1 is also on scene in the area, and we're switching over to TAC 1.
I have TAC. I have TAC 1 in here, but I never hear anything on it. I think it's encrypted. Fuck it. Fucking assholes have to go and encrypt everything. Encrypt. Well, I've made up my mind. I think we are gonna go for a walk. I'm only gonna bring the video camera though. And yeah, we're gonna go back down to that one spot where I was at. Have a look. Maybe catch something. I doubt it. Hopefully not a cold.
Hello, I am Harrison driver. I am in the yard. I am waiting for the crew. His name Smith. Aaron. Okay, I am waiting in the yard.
That's an interesting development. I think right now we're in the process of giving an engine off to 148. I'm going to go talk to the chief and see if they want to risk moving you there, or if they want to go on with this 148 relief crew, or 148 power move. Beyond that, the relief crew there, they're at Tim Hortons. They say you're about a mile away from them or something, so they're going to work their way down towards you there. So we get all changed off here first, and then we'll address whether or not we're going to try it or not.
I'm Alpha driver. Do you call and talk with me?
Fuck, I just wiped out on ice. Snow all over the camera now. It's kind of funny though. Glad nobody was around to see that. Fuck. This radio is going nuts today. Take that rag with me. Alright, let's try this again. Fuck, can't believe I just fell. I didn't spill a drop of coffee though. Imagine that. Alright, so I was walking. Holy fuck, what are these guys doing? My God. I was walking down here. Right there is where I slid.
That was at mile 40.
Right there is where I fell. There's something going on.
Any crossing block there, Ken? In fact, you've got Rule 102 protection for all the track. Okay, I was just calling you to let you know your taxi's going to meet you at this road, your Elcon driver. Can you restore that light at Paris West to stop here so you're moving again? It's my understanding that it'll activate crossing. And you're not moving at Paris West 32610. All right.
Fucking people coming down here, for fuck's sakes. Never mind. Figured I'd just hang out at the car right now because I'm almost done my coffee anyways. Leave the cup up here instead of dragging it down there with me and carrying it with me the whole time. I'd love to get that black Motorola, the XTS 5000. The one with fire dispatch on. I'd love to get some railroad frequencies onto that. I don't know what these guys are doing. Getting more radio activity though than fucking train activity.
Get this crossing message out of the way here. Any objection from anyone? Maybe before I carry on here, 399, are you on here too? I was gonna get you to cut off both engines there, pull down to 399, the relief crew can hop on your trailing engine, signal indication back to the north track, and then you both can get returned to trains back to your respective equipment. I'm trying to avoid a bunch of joint authorities here is really what I'm trying to do. If we have separate movements, then we could not necessarily, but could be looking at having to get work authorities and protect against and things of that sort. But let me know when you're both ready for a crossing message.
The crews are kind of hard to hear.
Okay. Well, let's get the show on the road 148. Signals on request. You guys can help your colleague there through the plant, I would hope, through the crossing. You cut off the tower, east of Hardy. Get Mr. Bentley returned a train onto the north track. And then once he's clear of the plant, you guys will get the same. That crossing protection will stay in place for all movements through the plant area.
Well, we're back down here. It seems to be chaos with the with CN right now. So maybe we'll hang out here for a little bit. See if we can't catch anything up there again. But man, I forgot how much I hated walking through snow. Not fun. Can't remember where I stood last time. But this is all ice right here. So I don't really want to be getting too close to that. I feel like it was right here, but this tree's right here. May have been down there a bit more. Yeah, it must have been. If I'm remembering correctly, it was. Yeah, shit, that sucks. There's like really nowhere else to stand. Well, it sounds like everything's going on in Paris, so we might jump over there and see. Why not? Ooh. Yes, if you didn't know, I am kind of bald, so deal with it. But anyways, got foggy as shit out, but it also warmed up. According to the car, it's 2 degrees. So we're just jumping over to Paris here quickly to see what's going on. If it's even anything going on here, I don't know. It just sounds like it is. Well, we're here again. I can't help but say it, but the fence just ruins this place. Just ruins it. But doesn't appear to be anything going on here. Everything I thought I was hearing was like everything was going on here. But I don't know, I guess not. We'll hang out here for a little bit and I can't tell what those lights are over there. I don't know. But maybe after here we'll go over to where that overpass is that I was telling you about. And we'll quickly check that out as well. Won't be hanging around there too long though, I can tell you that, because like I said, there was plows out today and I don't need to be impeding any plow traffic by trying to get a shot of a train, so I don't know, I always think I hear something coming. Well, it's after 10, so maybe now I can scan this. I don't know, I just knew it was Tuesdays and Fridays for Lotto Max, and I don't know why, or I didn't know that there was a certain timeline between when you could do it and when you can't. So let's try it again, see what happens. Oh, too close. They're still unavailable. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Winning the lottery would be be catching some trains. One was nice, but I kind of want more. It's my birthday. Come on, guys. Send more trains. Alright, I'm just kidding. Don't freak on me. This is just my XTS 5000 that doesn't have railroad frequencies yet, and it's not even on. I seen a video, I've been meaning to put this in a video for a while, but I seen a video on Instagram of these stupid foamers talking on railroad frequencies.
I could probably do it, but I don't know, I think I'm too far away.
You're too far away. Last guy could have.
I could, but I think I'll try MPDFI.
Oh boy. Alright.
Okay.
Highball MPDFI.
And that shit drives me nuts. That's what ruins it for all of us. That's what'll make them want to go encrypted. That's what'll make them want to make it harder for us to listen to. It's already hard enough being a scanner enthusiast like myself and wanting to listen to the police and all that stuff, but you can't. You know, they're all encrypted. You gotta have the certain encryption keys, and even then, if I were to get the encryption keys for this or a certain trunking system, and this were to be tracked somehow through that trunking system, that system could send I forget what they call it, but it's some sort of kill thing where it would brick this radio and make it useless. And I don't want that. But encryption, man, it just, as far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't be a thing. I get there's sensitive information that gets sent over the air, but it's kind of good to know what else, what's going on in your community as well. And that's why, to me, it's good to be able to listen. Alright, kind of getting antsy again.
When you get a chance, I'd like to get an OS on the tail end of your train here, east of Blaine at some point, Chad. And I know you have some requirements to discuss with the conductor and what have you. I don't need it this instant, but at your earliest opportunity there, I'd like to get an OS, please. I don't care if it's half a mile east of Blaine or wherever, but whatever you can give me there, when you can do the proper procedure there.
But yeah, I'm kind of getting a little bit antsy. Again, nothing happening here. And I also kind of want to get home to see if the parts showed up for this yet. But before we leave, I am going to go up to that one other place that I promised to go to. And I'm sure while I'm off, I'm going to be getting out and doing more videos. I don't see why not. Might do one up in Goderich again. I'm going up there Saturday. Or at least to Bayfield. And I'll probably head up to Goderich. Maybe. But yeah, let's go head over to that spot and have a look. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to catch something. And then after that, I'm heading home. We're going to see if the parts showed up for this. And then I'll do a video on how to swap that over. Oh, looks like I can't go that way. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to turn around somehow. This is just fucking lovely. Oh, you're gonna have to back out of here. Check our stop signs. Well, good thing I'm a forklift driver. Know how to reverse pretty good.
Roger on that, my friend. Yeah, well, a lot of stations there, a lot of stations coming through, look, but you're making a good trip. I've got a 7-8, yeah, 7-8, but I mean, I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we look forward to catching you in the future. This is 1115, returning for final, yourself. Okay, South Bob 1, wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Happy New Year to you, sir, and your family. Hope everything's good. 711-115. We'll let you go and catch you some other time. Take care, sir. Thank you.
Here's the overpass here. It's kind of spacious, but at the same time, you don't want to be out here, like I said, when plows are out and about. I pulled over here last time and I still thought that I was kind of in the way. But I don't know, I guess there's an emergency road closure down here for whatever reason. See the sign right there, so I'm gonna have to turn around and go the back way that I just came through. So this doesn't bother me as much now, but I'll tell you, when this shit happens and I'm on my way to work, I tell you, it fucking makes me crash out. But what can you do? Oh. This slush on the roads too is just like grabbing my tires and pulling me. It wants to pull me off the road, and it's not fun. Like this shit right in the middle. If you get into that, it just takes control. Right down there and over there, but I can't just sit in the middle of the road. So we might not have any more luck today, but whatever. Got something at least. Showed you another spot. We'll have to come back here on a day where it's not all snowy out and whatnot, so we don't have to worry about plows. Don't have to worry about plows or whatever. God, I look awful without a hat on. But yeah, we'll come back. We'll do some different things and whatnot. And yeah, that's about it. I have a very hard time trying to talk while I'm driving, so that's why it's kind of me repeating myself. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. We're going to take this, we're going to put this on and this on. I've only done this once before where I've changed the yellow out on it. I'm going to take the antenna off too. That gives me a bit more room. Audio might sound a bit different because I had to take the external mic off so I could put the big light on. Take the battery off. And you come down here. Take this tiny little screw out. Don't lose them, because they are small. At least these two are. And you take the one off the speaker grill. Don't use a drill for this because it'll easily strip them out. Take that out. Take that out. You take the speaker grill off. That can go on top of those screws so I don't forget which is which. You take these top ones off, which when I did the yellow one, I actually had a bit of a hard time with these ones. Didn't seem like the speaker wanted to go back in flush. Oh, pulled that one out. So there's each set, they're different. You got the really small ones down at the bottom, and you got the two speaker ones that they're just long. They're like that. And then you got the ones at the top that are like that, and they have a big kind of shoulder on them. Let's see if it wants to come out now. There, got it. Alright, so with this speaker, it's got a little notch in there. You don't want to break that off. So I just take this, put it in behind, and pull up on it. There you go. Oh, and I forgot about this thing too. The dust cover. I always have a hell of a time with this thing. Take the dust cover off. And then with this, you just kind of pull on the sides. It'll pull off. Ugh, I always feel like I'm breaking something doing this shit. I'm gonna pull my fingernails right off. Can't remember which side Buddy suggested you start from. Jesus. Alright, so that takes that off. I don't like doing that. So in here you got different boards. You know, I don't really know what I'm looking at. I think that's the RF board. The orientation's kind of backwards on the camera. I think that's the RF board. That's something else. I'm gonna open this up. Should probably hang on to these static proof bags too. So there's my screen and keypad. Right there. That should fit perfectly into there. It's got a screen protector on it. Something's telling me I should wait to take that off. I should just get this in place first. And I was gonna try to lie my way around this, but I'm actually not gonna hook up the screen and keypad just yet, because unfortunately, after I purchased this, I found out that this model, the 7000, needs something called a Vocom or Vocon board to perfectly match the RF board in order for the screen and keypad to work on what was a Model 1. I was trying to sneak my way around that and put it into another video explaining it, but I'm not going to, because if anybody's watching this, they're probably going to wonder why. Well, why didn't you hook up the ribbon cable? Well, that's why. So I'm going to leave it unhooked. I don't know if it's going to make contact or not. I just want to see how it looks put together. Very disappointed that that happened. I wish that, because the 8,000 and the 6,000 don't need to have those boards matching, as far as my research told me, to have this work perfectly. But of course the 7,000 does. The 7,000 is the one that I've always wanted. And I think I'm actually going to take this off now. Oh, it's got 2 on there. Maybe I'll leave that one on. So, which way should I go? I'm going to put this around. I think it's the button side first that they suggested. Everything feels so delicate. I watch other guys do this and they just like, they're rough with it and they don't care. Me, on the other hand, I'm so cautious because I don't want to break anything. Well, looks like we're kind of almost there. Test on your buttons, see if they're working nice, make sure everything looks proper and lined up, and it does. Everything's working. Alright, so that's all together. That actually went easier than I thought. Went easier than it going back in, or taking it off. So you slip the speaker back in. This is the problem I was having last time too, because it seems like this side isn't flush. And it really ain't much to make contact. Oh well, we'll see if it works. Doesn't want to go in any other way. I tighten that side down too much. Yeah, something's not right there. Son of a bitch. Maybe I just found the problem. Yeah, I think I did. Cool. I'll get the speaker grill back in place. Get its proper bolts. Or screws, or whatever you want to call them. Now there's a torque spec on these, but I'm not worried about it. I don't plan on ever having this radio in a wet environment, because I just broke the vacuum seal and the waterproofing and all that. But I'm not worried about that, because I'm, like I said, not ever planning on using it in a wet environment. So there, got the battery in. Look at that. Get the antenna on. And that looks pretty fucking good. Still got that one screen protector on there. Yeah, it powers on. You see it powers on the top, but nothing comes up on the screen. Apparently if I were to hook the screen up, and I don't know if it would just be from the initial powering on, but apparently if I were to hook the screen up and try to use it, it would brick the radio. And I don't really want that to happen. So I'm going to try to find what I need. And I'm going to try to either do that or talk to some other guys that know more about these than I do, and see if there's any way around that, because it would be nice to be able to have the screen functioning as well. But most of those guys will just tell you, oh, just buy a Model 3. Well, I don't have $4,000 just laying around, so this is what we're stuck with. I guess put the dust cover back on too. But yeah, to me that looks pretty good. That's what I wanted originally, right there. With like a case that color, but let's see if this still goes on. Yeah, fits on there perfectly. Protects the screen. There we go. Alright. Well, now you learned how to disassemble a Motorola APX 7000 on a somewhat rail fanning channel. So, you know, hope you enjoyed. You know what to do.